Hey, it's Justin Bevins again, and this is video number 3 in our home buying series. And remember, this series is for first-time home buyers, or maybe people that haven't bought a home in a long time and want to get up to speed on how the process works in California and Nevada, which is where I'm a broker. So today's topic is hiring or finding your agent. And it's so important that your agent be good because they are your advocate and your partner in the process. And your success as a home buyer will hinge on their abilities and their attitudes in a lot of ways. So the 5 things that I think you should look for are as follows. The first one is trustworthiness. Now, interestingly enough, Zillow just did a home buyer survey, and 81% of people thought that trustworthiness was the most important quality an agent could have. And I can see why, after the big housing crash that we just lived through in the last decade, and the amount of fraud and the amount of people that got burned in the process, I think that trustworthiness has really risen to the top as far as priorities when it comes to selecting an agent. And it should be. And the reason why is because your agent is looking out for one of your most important financial decisions, buying a home. And they really need to have a fiduciary duty to you and take that seriously. So trustworthiness is really important. Number 2, your agent needs to be available. Now, if you want to work with a part-time agent, friends, family, or maybe even somebody who was introduced to you but is part-time, that's okay, assuming they're going to be available for you when you need them to be. There's lots of questions that come up in the real estate transaction, and during the process you want to be able to reach your agent and get a fairly quick response, within a few hours, hopefully anyway, of you calling them or reaching out to them, so that you can get your questions answered. And certainly you want them to be available when it comes time to go out and look at homes. So make sure that your agent's going to be available when you need them to be available. And we're not available 24/7. We do have families and we do have a life, but you need to have an agent who takes this business seriously and is going to be available for you when you need it. The third thing is your agent needs to be knowledgeable. Real estate's ever changing, and we have to stay up to date on the latest trends and the latest laws and everything else that's going on in the industry and the market so that we can represent you properly. So your agent needs to be knowledgeable. They need to have a lot of experience with previous transaction, so they sort of help you avoid the landmines that come up during the transaction. So that's important. Number 4, they should be successful. And by that I mean they should have a track record of success with previous clients. And that could be a lot of great reviews. It could be that they were recommended to you by somebody who worked with them previously, but they need to be able to demonstrate some sort of level of success or a good track record so that you know that they're going to be there for the long haul and get you through the process, get you through any problems that come up. And then the 5th thing is they need to be professional, and I mean that in a couple of ways. One, there's a lot of parties in a real estate transaction. Escrow, title, the lender, home inspectors, termite companies, the other agent, and you need to have a professional agent who's going to make sure that they work well with all those people in the process. That'll make it go a lot smoother and reduce the amount of headaches you might run into if you have someone who's not so professional. And they also need to be at the same time level-headed. There's a lot of ups and downs in real estate, and the last thing you want is your agent falling apart on you when something stressful happens in a transaction. You really need somebody who's professional and level-headed and can guide you through those challenges that come up in the process. So those are the 5 things I think you should look for. If you find an agent with those attributes, you're going to do just fine. You're going to have a good real estate transaction, and with any luck, the other professionals that are involved in the transaction will also share those similar traits, and everything will go smoothly for you. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Sorry that was such a long video, but I wanted to add one more thing before I go, and that is that if you're looking for a real estate agent in Southern California or in Southern Nevada, namely the Las Vegas area, we would love to interview for the job. Just get in touch with us at 951-326-0521 or 702-483-1848. If you need an agent in another area, then let us know. We'd be happy to interview agents. If you're moving out of the area, interview agents in the area you're moving to, or maybe tap into our network of agents we already know in these other areas and try and find you a good agent who's going to take good care of you in those places.